Hello everyone, my name is Sarafi and I'm happy to meet you all. And today we are first turn killing our opponent. So the Tachyon Dragon Domination deck, along with Trade-In, has made it so that we can easily get through a 20 card deck with very little effort. And that allows us to easily reach a few cards that will allow us to instantly OTK our opponent. So let's discuss how the skill and the deck can function. For those that don't know, the skill allows you to reveal a level 8 monster in your hand and add a level 4 or level 8 light monster to your hand, then set one level 8 monster from your hand directly onto the field. This is fantastic as it allows us to easily access a high material rank 8 and then our deck. That's exactly what we want to do. So for the main deck, this is just a bunch of monsters that are level 8. Nebula Dragon can reveal itself from the hand to special summon itself and another level 8, negate both their effects, but you are locked into dragons for the rest of the turn, so we don't do this until we're ready to finish the opponent off. Galactic Spiral Dragon, if you have two other dragons, it allows you to special summon it from the graveyard or from your hand, and then it can also make all your monsters level 8. Fantastic. Lastly, we have Star's Liege Seifert. This is a very important card. This is the card that you will usually draw off the skill. You can send a level 8 dragon from your hand to the graveyard to add a level 8 dragon from your deck to your hand. So you will use this to draw your Galactic Spiral Dragon, which you will usually then trade in to get put in the graveyard and get some extra value out of it, summon it, and then use the level 8 that you set on the field with the skill, the Star Liege Seifert, which is now level 8, and the Galactic Spiral Dragon to exceed into Coach King Giantrainer. Giantrainer allows you to detach 3 materials to draw 3 cards. Drawing 3 cards in a 20 card deck is insane. It allows us to access Trade-In, which allows us to discard a level 8 monster to draw 2 more cards. Into the Void, which allows us to draw 1 card. Allure of Darkness, which allows us to draw 2 cards and then banish a dark monster from our hand. And Xyz Gift, which allows us to, if you control 2 or more face-up Xyz monsters, detach 2 Xyz materials from a monster you control, draw 2 cards. So we have to make Tachyon Dragon in order to finish the opponent off, and Xyz Gift allows us to use the materials from the Tachyon Dragon that we're not using otherwise. How we win is we make Tachyon, we Xyz into the Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragon, then we equip it with 2 Vengeful Servants, and we play Xian Spy. Vengeful Servant is when control of the equipped monster changes, inflict damage equal to half its original attack to its new controller, and Xian Spy gives your opponent your monster. So you have 4,000 attack points, 2 Xian Spies is 2,000 damage each for a total of 4,000. That kills your opponent instantly. And the only cards that you need to worry about, because you're going first, your opponent can't activate any spells, traps, or monster effects, is Effect Veiler and DD Crow. Both these cards can mess you up if you don't play around them, but the good news is you will see that your opponent is going to have them, because if, for example, you summon a monster and your opponent now is stalling, then they have Effect Veiler. If your opponent doesn't stall until you activate Seifert's effect, which allows you to send a card from your hand to the graveyard, then they have DD Crow. And now you can play around it. So keep that in mind, and let's take a look at the replay. Alright, so we are going first, of course. We activate the skill. We reveal the Nebula Dragon to grab the Seifert, then we set the Nebula Dragon face down on the field. Flip Seifert, Nebula Dragon, and normal summon Seifert. Now we activate Seifert's effect, and we send the Schwarzschild Limit Dragon to the graveyard, and at this point, our opponent stalls out. So I know they have DD Crow. Okay, I'm going to play around that. Galactic Spiral Dragon special summon itself from the hand, change all monsters to level 8, Xyz into the Giantrainer. Giantrainer, detach 3, draw 3. So at this point we have 2 Vengeful Servants. Fantastic. We're already halfway there. Activate Into the Void, draw the Galactic Spiral Dragon, activate Allure, draw 2. Now we have to pitch 1, but we can activate Trade-In, and we discard our last remaining dragon and draw 2 more. Cool, we got the Xyz Gift, that's great. We want to use Xyz Gift, but that requires us to have another Xyz monster, so we're going to activate Star Liege Seifert's effect, banish it from the graveyard to return Nebula Dragon to our hand, but our opponent is going to DD Crow that. We knew that was going to happen. So now we have to kind of get lucky here. We have a Trade-In as our last draw. We need to draw basically exactly Nebula Dragon and another monster. Which we do. Easy. Special summon both, Xyz into number 107 Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon, activate Xyz Gift, attach 2, draw 2. We activate the Trade-In, we discard the Schwarzschild Limit Dragon, and we go to exactly the bottom of our deck, chat. I drew through the entire deck in one turn. equip the Vengeful Servant, activate the Xian Spy, trade over, 2000, 2000, and that's lethal. There you go, chat. That is the power of this FTK. You can literally draw through your entire deck. You have to play around 2 cards. Your opponent might not have either of them because they haven't drawn any cards yet. But if they do have the DD Crow, you need to make sure that you have another Nebula Dragon so that you can make sure that you can actually summon the monster instead of just relying on the one that you discarded with Seyfert. And if they have Effect Veiler, you try and bait the effect with your Starlight Seyfert. If they negate the draw, well, hopefully you have a Galactic Spiral Dragon to then summon and make the level 8s. And as long as they're not negating Giantrainer, then we don't care. Giantrainer is the threat. Giantrainer is our main monster, so as long as Effect Veiler is not hitting Giantrainer, we are good to go. My name is Serafi, and I was thrilled to have all of you with me.